Yuma Daf Yud, how's everybody doing? Today's email comes from Chaim Kivelevitz, and he writes, I want to reach out and thank you for giving the daf. Your shir has got me back on the bandwagon. Your shir is both informative and amusing, and although I'm far away, I feel like I'm there with you. As a side note, we met about 16 years ago on a Pesach at a hotel where I was working as a mashgiach, who made me feel part of your family and invited me to join your seder. You also gave me a suggestion. I looked into Rutgers Law School, which is where your sister went. I did apply and ultimately attended and graduated from Rutgers Law School. Thanks for telling me 16 years later, but Yishkoyach, unbelievable. I look forward to being able to attend your shir in person. We hope to return to Israel next year. Many thanks. Chaim Kivelevitz, Aleva Atzlach, thank you. We finished off yesterday. The Rosh Lakish said, had Klal Yisrael gone up to Israel with Ezra, the Shechina would still be in the Beis Hamikdash. We wouldn't be relying on baskals, etc. Says Rabbi Yochanan, it's not true. The pasuk says, Yafta lekim li Yefes, v'yishkem ba'ali shem. Yefes, the youngest son of Yefes, is Tiras, which is Paras, the Persians. They indeed built Bais Sheni, but Bais Rishon was built by Shlomo, Vishkim Ba'al Shem. That's where we have the Ashras Hashchina, not in Bais Sheni. The Gemara goes on in a lengthy discussion, discussing different countries, what they mean, what they resemble. Goimer, the pasuk says Goimer, that means Germania, Germany, according to the Vilna Gaon. Madai refers to Macedonia. Safta v'saftacha seem like the same exact word. And the Gemara says, indeed, it's a country within a country. There's only 300 parsa between them, and the circumference on the outer one is 1,000 parsa. Ashur ran away from Nimrod, from the whole Dar HaFlagi. He didn't want to be part of the rebellion against HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and therefore he was rewarded. He built Ninveh, Ir Agdoila, and Rechoiva Yisrael. The Gemara tells us, even though the pasuk says Vesresen Bein Ninveh u Bein Kelach Hi Ha'ir HaGedola, it's not exactly clear what the Torah is referring to. Which one of these three is the major city? The Gemara tells us, since there's another pasuk that says that Ninveh is Ha'ir HaGedola, so it's referring to Ninveh. The Gemara describes the three Yelidi Ha'anak, the three giants, Achiman, Sheshai, and Talmai. Achiman is referring to Ach Yemin, the right brother, the right-hand brother, meaning he was the strongest of the three. Sheshai is a lashon of shayish, marble. Every time he walked, he made an indentation in the ground. And Talmai is like a furrow. They were so large, he was so large that when he walked, it looked like the ground was just plowed. Yelidei Anok could also be a necklace. They were so tall that it looked as if their heads pierced the sky, and you saw the sun on their necks as a necklace. The Machlokes, Rebbe says that Rome is going to fall to the Persians, and the same thing Rabbi Yehuda Bar Eloi says there's a Kal V'chomer if the first Beis Hamikdash was built by Shem, and then Bavel came and was Machrevit, and eventually Bavel fell to Paras. So Bais Sheni that the Persians built, certainly the Romans are going to fall to the Persians. Rav, on the other hand, holds that Paras is going to fall to Rome, even though they're the builders and the Romans are the destroyers. Xeris HaMelech, Kadosh Baruch Hu is going like that. We don't understand. But another pshat in the Gemara is, no, we do understand, because the Persians, in fact, destroyed shuls, but the knisiyos, and therefore they deserve to be destroyed. The Gemara tells us, Ein ben David ba. Mashiach is not going to come until Rome will conquer the entire world for 9 months. And then finally the Gemara goes into discussing the Lishkas Parhedrin. We said that Kohen Gadol, we sequester him in this room called Lishkas Parhedrin. All throughout the year, that room does not require a mezuzah. According to everybody, the 7 days that he's there, it requires a mezuzah. And the Gemara has a machlokes. According to Acham, there's a chiyuv mezuzah. According to Rabbi Yehuda, it's a gzeira that people shouldn't say that we are forcing the Kohen Gadol into a jail, so we put a mezuzah on the door and show it's like a home. According to Rabbi Yehuda, a forced living, dira bal karchach, is part from a mezuzah, and it's only a gzeira. It's actually, he's considered as if he's forced to live there. And according to Rabbanan, the Kohen Gadol is forced, but dira bal karchach is shma dira, is considered a house and requires a mezuzah. What about a sukkah? According to Rabbanan, a sukkah has to be a diras arai, a temporary house, and therefore you don't need a mezuzah. According to Rabbi Yehuda, a sukkah could be a diras keva. In fact, it is a diras keva. It should be, and therefore it requires a mezuzah. Therefore, Rabbi Yehuda holds that a sukkah is like a house. To give a chiyuv on fruit, produce, in order to be chayav in trumas and maasros, has to go through the front door of a house. So a sukkah is considered a house. It's so much so a house that it requires an erev chatzeros if it's in a chatzer. The Brisa says that all the gates in the Beis Hamikdash did not have a mezuzah besides Shar Nikoiner, the main gate after the 15 steps in the center of the Mikdash. But we can explain it even according to Rabbi Yehuda, since he says it's Xer that the Lishkas Parhedin should look like a house. So you need that the main entrance into your house should also have a mezuzah. Have a wonderful day.